Hey guys, welcome to the channel or welcome back to the channel. My name is Violetta Alexis and I've been a tarot reader for 5 years. Before we go ahead and get into your reading, I would like to share something with you. Today's video is sponsored by Psychic Source, and I only work with companies I feel genuinely good about. Psychic Source has been around for over 35 years, connecting people like you and me with professional, experienced advisors through phone, text, or video. No gimmicks, no pressure, just real conversations when you need clarity, guidance, or a second opinion about something that's been weighing on your heart. What I appreciate most is their honesty. If you walk away from a reading feeling unsatisfied, they won't leave you hanging. They'll make it right, their satisfaction guaranteed. And today is your lucky day because they are offering my viewers something incredibly generous. 40 minutes with your chosen psychic for $19.80 using my code Violetta. If you've been curious about getting a personal reading as opposed to a general one, this is a great low-risk way to try it. Just go to trypsychicsource.com/Violetta. Click the link in the description box or in the pinned comment section. Thank you guys so much for supporting my channel, and thank you so much to Psychic Source. Let's go ahead and get right into your reading. Hi Aries, I hope you guys are doing well. Let's go ahead and see what's going on for you for this coming week between the 15th through to the 21st of February. Show me Aries. Oh my goodness gracious. You have the Magician reverse, a little self-doubt, huh? You're not really sure if you can make something happen. You're definitely doubting your abilities for some reason, either in regards to socialization, like socializing, something that you're attempting to get across. It's like you want to learn something maybe as well. Some of you guys are attempting to learn something, but you're doubting yourself there as well. But it doesn't mean that you lack ambition. You just lack the confidence because you feel like you don't have all of the information, specifically regarding either a relationship or something long term. You may start to realize that you are listening a lot to other people's opinions about what your life should look like or where your life should be headed. Now, I say that because the 10 of Pentacles reverse can sometimes take stock into too much of what others expect of them or what others think that their life should look like. So if you find yourself doing that, understand that it's coming from a place of self-doubt. And what really needs to happen is you need to realize that you do have everything that you could ever possibly need to acquire or create the reality that you want. I think it's more about speaking your truth and educating yourself on something, because I feel like part of that lack of information or that you trying to understand is like where the self-doubt is coming from. You see what I'm saying? So like, for instance, if you're just starting out on YouTube and you're like, ah, shit, like I really want to be a tarot reader on YouTube, and your family's like, that's ridiculous. You shouldn't do that. Well, a little bit of self-doubt can kind of start to kick in, and you're like, well, I'm willing to learn it. I'm willing to learn it, but because of what everyone else is saying, I'm kind of doubtful that I can make it happen. But you need to overcome that thinking, I believe. Because somebody may be trying to like make you feel as though you don't hold value somewhere or you can't make money doing something. So some kind of fears are coming to a head, but I think you're going to kind of do it anyway, which is the Aries spirit, right? Let's see. The Devil reversed. The Three of Swords. There's a lot of detachment happening. I do want to see the Five of Pentacles reversed, the Ten of Wands reversed. Tell me about that Devil reversed. Age of Swords. It's about knowledge. This is about knowledge. I'm getting like a weird energy that some of you were teased or you were made fun of because of your lack of knowledge, or maybe you had a stutter growing up, or people told you you couldn't do something or whatever. Like there's something about that coming to a head. And it's about your mind and trying to stay open-minded as opposed to, and I feel like you have somebody here who may be upset with what you're doing or some kind of direction that you're taking, but they're kind of like, oh well, you know what, who am I to say, or something like that. No, not my monkey, not my circus, or whatever. Because I feel like somebody kind of made something their problem, and now they're kind of like, oh well, you know what, I'm not going to worry about that. It's almost like somebody's afraid that some kind of path that you're taking is going to affect your guys' connection or something. Like maybe you are wanting to run a tarot channel, but your mother is like well, I don't want to say that, incredibly Christian, right? And is like very against that. And, she's kind of like, well, this breaks my heart, but you know what? If that's what you feel like you got to do, I support you, sweetie, or like something. Something like this is going on. Yeah, again, you're not confident, but you're doing it anyway. Knight of Pentacles, Strength reverse. You're doing so very cautiously, very particularly, but you're doing it nonetheless. There's a very strong determination to let go of the ghosts of your past with that Five of Swords, Five of Cups reverse. Two fives equate to a 10. So you're wanting to end something. You're like, this isn't for me anymore. And I think that you're like really working on something. I mean, you're like really getting it up. You are genuinely taking action towards your goals. And yes, is there a lack of confidence? Yes, yes, yes. But you're done holding back. You're done holding back. You don't want to hold back anymore. What's the advice for this? The Emperor reversed. You may not quite be an authority or 1,000% in control of some kind of avenue that you're taking, but nobody ever is when they first start out, or you have to work to that place. But the Emperor reversed is sometimes a person who lets petty feelings or emotions get in the way of their bigger goals or dreams. So don't let that happen. What do you need to release? I feel like that's what you're doing. There's something about like you trying to prove something. That's what I feel. You're proving something. Just try to turn that magician in the upright, because I feel like you can do it. It's not that you can't do it. It's that you have to change your mindset first. Okay. So that's what I have for you, Aries. Make it a good week. Bye for now. Thank you guys so much. I hope that you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you would like to book a personal reading or a private one-on-one session, whether text or a phone call, you can visit me at hipsy.com/Violetta Alexis. All of that information can be found in the description box below, as well as the pinned comment. Have a good one. Hey, Taurus, I hope you guys are doing well. Let's go ahead and see what you have going on from February 15th through to the 21st. Show me Taurus. Wow. The Devil reversed and the Seven of Cups. You get one more. Too many. Just this one. All right. It apparently doesn't want to give me one. The King of Pentacles reversed and the Six of Pentacles. Strength reversed and the Knight of Pentacles. What's the Devil reversed? Six of Wands. There's something about you really caring what people think, and really being concerned with maybe what a certain group thinks, what a certain crowd thinks. And to an extent, we have to care to some consideration of what other people think to live in like a humane society, right? As if we live in one now. Right. But putting that aside, I think that, you know, you're still kind of unsure of what that looks like for you. I think there's even some confusion in regards to maybe how people view you. And I want to see why that King of Pentacles is reversed. The Eight of Cups. Mm. You're walking away from something that you're realizing just hasn't been stable. It's just been fantasy land. Like it's almost like somebody who is going through their life as a particular kind of person or appearance or persona that isn't really them, and they're realizing like you're realizing long term this really can't work out because this really isn't me. It's the me who is showing up for how others expect me to show up, not how I actually am. That's what I'm getting from that. And I think that you realize you have so much more to give as your actual authentic self. So you're feeling a little rocky, but you are detaching from this need to be like liked, or this need to be seen, or this need to like, because I think for some, now I know that some of you Tauruses are gonna be like that Tauruses aren't like that. Listen, I'm a Taurus rising, Taurus moon. I absolutely care what people think. Okay, everybody to an extent gives a fuck what people think. All right. But you guys are kind of like, it feels like you're detaching an old illusionary part of your identity because it's not sustainable long term, and you're like, I have so much more to give as my authentic self. That's what that feels like to me. Seven of Swords reverse and the Judgment. You're getting a confession this week. Someone's going to be very honest with you about something, and they're taking accountability for it. What's that Seven of Swords reversed? The ten of, yeah, they're taking responsibility. It's not really saying, like, for some of you, you may have done most of the work in a situation and somebody like did not give you credit, or somebody may have owed you something and they're like, you know what, I feel guilty about this because I do owe you this, or whatever the case may be. Yeah, because somebody may have ghosted you or pushed you away or blocked you in order to avoid some level of accountability. And there's some level of self-awareness here with that Hermit that someone is having because of it. Now, for others of you, this may be like someone challenging you to be honest about yourself, just because of what I'm seeing, like where you have to take some kind of accountability or responsibility for something that happened in the past. How is Taurus responding to this? The Strength card. I mean, you're showing up pretty strong. You're showing up as yourself. The Three of Pentacles, you're like, okay, well, I don't agree. You are not on the same page with someone. If anything, you feel like there's a betrayal here, and you're like, okay, like if you and this other, if this is about another person, if you and this other person were supposed to work on something together, or you guys were supposed to get on the same page about something, you're not doing that anymore. You're like, okay, thanks, no can do, you know. For some of you, if this is about you having to be honest about something, because you are, it does seem like you're kind of coming out and being like, all right, this is actually who I am, you know. Like, I think that there's some insecurities that are involved, but you are strong about it, you are staying strong about it. And I don't think that you're agreeing with how people are responding to your honesty, but you're like, well, that wasn't me. Ten of Swords, Queen of Pentacles reverse, that really wasn't me, and I was betraying myself. Happening here? Jesus, sorry. No fucking way. Show the world the real you. Oh my God. Meditate, guys, for just 20 minutes a day. Listen, like for instance, if you're a Taurus, that's fucking crazy. That's crazy. Ooh. I give myself chills sometimes. Okay. Wow. So that show the world the real you card. Damn, babe. So, like, let's say, for instance, you guys are a Taurus rising. This week, you're literally having a solar eclipse in your 10th house of career and reputation. Like, you're coming out. Like, it's telling you that the 10th house is like the world stage, like looking at you, like all eyes on you. It's like, show who you really are. Show who you really are. Be not afraid, my child. Be not afraid. You'll find that this actually is the biggest turning point, one of the biggest turning points of your life this week. That's what I have for you, Taurus. Take care. Thanks a lot. Bye for now. Thank you guys so much. I hope that you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you would like to book a personal reading or a private one-on-one session, whether text or a phone call, you can visit me at hipsy.com/Violetta Alexis. All of that information can be found in the description box below, as well as the pinned comment. Have a good one. Gemini, I hope you guys are doing well. Let's go ahead and see what is going on for you from February 15th through to the 1st. Show me Gemini. The Eight of Pentacles reversed and the Two of Cups. I don't really feel like you're aligning with what you're doing anymore, you know, whether it's a relationship or work. Like for a lot of you, that Eight of Pentacles reversed can be where you're starting to be bored of something that you've been doing because you really don't align with it anymore. You're just really not feeling it. It doesn't really connect with you, you know? Or this can be you kind of being your own worst critic or being somebody else's worst critic in regards to some kind of connection that you have with someone else. I don't need that many. The Seven of Pentacles. You're kind of going backwards a little bit. Why do I say that? So we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles here, right? But the Eight of Pentacles is reverse, which means that something that you've been working on isn't really working. So you're like, yeah, I don't really know if I'm feeling this. I'm feeling pretty disconnected, or I feel like I'm not really making progress. This isn't really the standard that I have set for myself. And you're deciding, well, what is the standard? And what do I feel like is going to give me the most bang for my buck, whether, you know, figuratively or literally speaking. Okay. It almost feels like something is sucking up your energy, or you feel like something is taking up a lot of your energy. And I just don't think that you really have it to give, or maybe you do and you just don't want to. So I think what you're doing is you're trying to stay open-minded in regards to new paths. Like maybe there's something that you're wanting to learn, or study or take a course on, so that way you can expand your knowledge and expand your career path, or something like that, you know? So I think that you're going about it in the right way. You're just kind of deliberating, like, do I still want to do this? Tell me about that Eight of Pentacles reverse. The Emperor reverse. Some of you, it's a shitty boss. Some of you, it's a really crappy boss that's kind of on your ass a little bit, you know? Or somebody who's just kind of picking you apart, or being very controlling or abrasive or even passive aggressive, that's causing you to kind of fumble a little bit, or causing you to be your own worst critic. Like their voice becomes your voice in your head, kind of thing, you know? All right. Page of Cups reversed. All right. More about that. The Six of Swords. I'm getting like a fake apology, if I'm going to be honest with you. It feels like a half-ass fake apology. It just feels like this person is like, oh, well, yeah, you know, sorry. And then just kind of like, just trying to get something over with, or somebody who's attempting to act like the victim. And being again, there's something about someone being very passive aggressive, pretty manipulative in order to get what it is that they want. Because this person may have tried to go forward in regards to something with you and they feel like it didn't work out or they didn't get the attention that they wanted to receive. And so, tell me about that Page of Cups reversed. The Page of Pentacles. Yeah, it feels like they were trying to put in some kind of effort, or they thought it was a good effort, or they were trying to show up tangibly, but they feel like you're not interested or something like that. The Hierophant, because you're sticking to your morals and your values, you know? I mean, the Hierophant, I mean, so for some of you, this is quite literally education. Like you're educating yourself on something, or maybe you're focusing on religious or spiritual goals. But for a lot of you, you're kind of showing up as a mentor a little bit, or somebody who's standing their ground with something. It feels like you're standing your ground with something. And I don't think someone's happy about that. So they're just kind of like, okay, well, clearly the effort that I put in doesn't matter. You know, that's kind of what this makes me think of. Well, clearly everything that I've done for you, you know, or something like that. For some of you, someone may be trying to get you on a trip or something like that as well. But you may feel like it's a half-ass offer. And you're very much right now about like what's grounded and what makes sense. You're not showing up in this like lovey-dovey, like, oh my God, yeah, that sounds great. And just believing whatever it is that you hear or taking whatever it is that you're given. Because I think a lot of you guys have been pretty stressed out over a situation or over a situation that isn't really working. And so you're kind of pouring into yourself, in my opinion. And I don't think you're too worried about whatever this person kind of has going on here. Because it doesn't seem like you're very. What is Gemini's response to this person? Yeah, I don't feel like you're showing up. You're like, yeah, no. Empress reverse is like, I'm not gonna nurture this. I'm not gonna pour into this. Not doing it. It's like you have this certain rule for yourself, or you have this certain standard or something like that. And it's like if this person or something isn't meeting it, you're like, no, you're not going to grow it. Nothing is yet set in stone. Give me one more. And take time to breathe out. So it's saying like what may be happening right now, whether you're like losing your passion for a person or losing your passion for what you're doing, like you can make this go pretty much whichever way you'd like. So it's saying that if something is kind of shitty right now, it's not always going to be like that. And it's trying to tell you to take time out for yourself, to not allow yourself to become stressed, because I think that might be a little bit of the, I don't want to say it's the theme, but it's definitely a part of it. Okay. So thanks a lot, Gemini, and I hope you guys make it a great one. Bye for now. Thank you guys so much. I hope that you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you would like to book a personal reading or a private one-on-one session, whether text or a phone call, you can visit me at hipsy.com/Violetta Alexis. All of that information can be found in the description box below, as well as the pinned comment. Have a good one. Hey, Cancer, I hope you guys are doing well. Let's go ahead and see what is going on for you in the 15th through to the 21st of February. Show me Cancers. Wow. Damn. The Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. Solo, baby. Some of you are single. For others of you, you seem to be very content this week with where you are, where your relationship with yourself is. You seem to, from what I can see, have pretty much everything that you need. I mean, these are the nines that you want to have if you have nines on the table. The Nine of Wands, nah, that's the struggle bus movement. The Nine of Swords, we're overthinking and we feel like we're going into psychosis. The Nine of Cups, we're content, you know, fat and happy, eating our food, you know, Nine of Pentacles, spending our money, going to the spa, whatever it is. There's such a level of content and happy here Like, I don't even want to pull any other cards because I don't want it to ruin the reading. The Chariot reversed, and you don't want to go nowhere. You know, what I want to say with this Cancer is I love that you're content. I love that you're feeling happy, you know, and I think that's something to definitely be celebrated. Don't stay there for too long. You know what I mean? Don't get too complacent because I feel like you got people to see, places to go. I do believe that there's a bigger victory that you don't realize is on the other side of these nines because you're almost there to something. What are the nines? The nines are the card before the 10. The 10 is that final push into something. Well, to what? The 9 of cups, to being content with where you are and not needing anybody, and that's good. You know, you shouldn't, to an extent. To the 10 of cups, absolute complete emotional fulfillment. You know, for some of you, marriage even. The 9 of pentacles to the 10 of pentacles, you're one last push away from literally getting everything that you could ever want. But you can't stay still, you can't stay closed-minded. There's something that you still have to learn. You still have to follow your heart towards what it is that you want. What's the advice for that? You got to get out of your head. I think that you're in your head about shit. That's what it really comes down to, because there's some level of fear, which means that out of that fear, you can squeeze courage from it. And that's what you need to do, because it's telling you that you need to have courage to do more. This is what's going on around you, or the energy around you with that Hangman there. I'm almost getting somebody who is a teacher for you. And I don't know if they're an actual teacher, but it's like this person is some kind of, yeah, look, oh my God. And then the freaking Temperance comes out. Sagittarius. I'm getting like 9th house energy. So Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter can be about learning. The 9th house can be about mentors and gurus and things like that. And that's what I feel like you have around you. You have some kind of mentor or guru around you that genuinely sees. This is somebody who seems to be very content with themselves. They're very at peace. They have no interest in taking some kind of shortcut. This is somebody who's very compassionate and forgiving, but they're also balanced within that. And so I think that this is somebody who is being very patient with you. I mean, the Temperance is literally patience. It's patience and it's balance. And in this deck, the Hangman is called the Patient Witch. This is somebody who's got, you know, within reason, all the time in the world. And I think that this is somebody who's here to, I don't want to say it's like part of their purpose, but they're here to teach you something. They're here to maybe teach you love. 5 of Swords reverse, the Queen of Cups, teach you that love is not manipulation, that love doesn't have to look like XYZ. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that this is a love partner, but this is somebody who is very spiritual, Neptunian, and Jupiterian in nature. Very spiritual things. And just generally speaking, if this doesn't necessarily manifest as a person, I want you to notice everything around you. Like, I want you to really start to take notice. I don't know why I'm getting that. Just start to notice, like, people watch. There's something that you're supposed to learn there. There's a new perspective that you have on the road you want to take to where it is that you need to go. The opportunities are abundant and they're around you, and you just have to open your eyes to see them. It's giving me like, what is it, the fucking Bible vibes. I'm not saying, listen, I'm not religious, okay? But there's something in the Bible that says something like love is patient and love is kind, love is not boastful or hateful or something like that, right? Solid advice, you know what I'm saying? And I'm kind of getting something about that. Ooh. King of Cups reverse. This is like how you're responding to whatever this is. So it's about something here. Something here in your life is here to teach you some kind of maturity, authenticity, and true love. you know, and sometimes that can come through, look, love is not boastful, 6 of Wands reverse. Love is not boastful, love is not hateful, blah, blah, blah. Ooh, 10 of Swords reverse, King of Wands reverse. You got to let go of that ego, Cancer, okay, for some of you. Because listen, the way that I do these is the first spread that I did with the nines and all of that, okay, that is still your energy. That's kind of your theme, right? This is what's going on around you, or this is another person. This is how you are responding to the external energies or what's around you. The King of Cups reverse is somebody who's not very emotionally open. Now, it can just be that you're single, or look, 999 you have on the table. Some of you are life path 9, or 9 can be significant to you. But a lot of you are very emotionally closed off to the evolution of where you are now. Because you are at one last push, but there is an emotional fear, or just some kind of fear in general, something about a fear around your reputation or how you're being seen, caring very much about what others think. And it's telling you that this is the time to drop the ego with something. Oh my God, another 9 came out. You have all of the 9s on the table. 9 is the completion in numerology. I'm a life path 9. You know, 9 is the same energy as Mars. I really want you to be, you don't, listen, I don't think that you understand how close you are. Something. You really don't know. It's like somebody who is like, I don't know, digging in a mine for gold, and they've been digging for hours and they can't find anything. And they literally like stop, and they have no idea that they're 5 digs away from finding the biggest fucking gold mine of their lives. That's where you are. Male or female, whoever you are. A time for healing. I don't know what that's in regards to. Only you can know that. But I love you, Cancer. Take care. Make it a good week. Bye for now. Thank you guys so much. I hope that you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you would like to book a personal reading or a private one-on-one session, whether text or a phone call, you can visit me at hipsy.com/Violetta Alexis. All of that information can be found in the description box below, as well as the pinned comment. Have a good one. Hey, Leo, I hope you guys are doing good. Let's go ahead and see what is going on for you. Oof. Okay. We have the 10 of Swords here. So, you know, you may still be kind of coming off of the heels of that full moon in Leo that we had back on the 1st of February, which happened in your sign. So, if I'm going to be honest with you, like, you could be feeling very betrayed. I feel like this is already something that has passed. I think that you're done with something. You've really kind of reached your limit or hit your limit with a certain person, situation, whatever it is in your life. And you're like, yeah, I think I'm going to fly solo. Or I think I'm going to stop worrying about that. And I think I'm just going to focus on me and my independence, how I'm feeling. The 9 of Pentacles is somebody who's looking good, feeling good, smelling good. It's pre-Empress energy. So this means that you're on your way to some new level of self-worth or self-value, but it doesn't mean that you didn't have to go through your shit in order to get there. So I see you this week. Yeah, you might be still overcoming some hurdles or whatever, but I think you're going to allow it to allow you to evolve instead of completely deconstruct. That's what that looks like to me. So money looks pretty good this week, I will say. The 8 of Swords reverse. You're not staying stuck on it anymore. You're over it. You've made the decision. You're done. What is that 10 of Swords about? What's that 10 of Swords about? Why is it there? The 2 of Wands. There was one path that you were on, so you had 2 choices. You have 2 choices in regards to something. And it may be in regards to a relationship or being single. If it's that, I think you're going to remain single. If it's something in regards to work or money, you are choosing kind of like, I guess you could say, the easy way, but not because you haven't already worked for it. You've already worked for something. And you're like, okay, I'm not doing this anymore. I don't need to do this. I want to enjoy my life. Okay? So, the best way I can explain this is You know, maybe your boss was like, okay, you can have this position where you make really, really great money, you know, and maybe you have a lot more free time on your hands and you're just kind of chilling. Or you can have this really, really hard, difficult job where maybe you'll make more money, but you won't have as much free time or time with your family. Like you're picking the chiller way, okay? Whatever that is. You're like, yeah, no, I'm not fucking worried about this. I'm not. So I think it's positive in my opinion. Because there's some kind of fear around being stuck. Yeah, see, Nine of Swords is here as well. There's some kind of fear around being stuck in a certain role or a certain identity or something like that that you don't want. So it's like you're choosing something different. I don't know if that makes sense. What's happening external from Leo? The King of Swords. Yeah, there's somebody who's like giving you an offer or having a conversation with you about something, trying to offer you some level of clarity or trying to offer you something, but it doesn't really feel like it's enough for you or it's not really something that you're open to. You're like, yeah, I'm detaching from that. I don't think so. I'm not going to do it. You're getting an offer, but you're not interested. Tell me about that King of Swords. The Seven of Wands, something that'll be very competitive. I don't think that you're taking it. Like, so for instance, if this is about love, this may be somebody who's like, oh, yeah, you know, I'd like to have a relationship with you, you know, whatever, but maybe like you're always going to be competing for their time, or they're always working, or you know, they have a lot of people that they're seeing and they're like whatever, right? You're like, yeah, I don't think so. But yeah, see the Four of Cups, you're like, yeah, I don't think so. No, no thanks, I'm good. Thought about it, thunk about it, think about it, I'm done. No, you're like not worried about it at all. You're like, you're being a little bit of a tough cookie. I'm not gonna lie. You know, you're really setting some kind of boundary here, in my opinion. Yeah, but I feel like a lot of it is kind of fear based. You're like, oh yeah, I'm not going over there. Why is the Four of Cups here? The Six of Swords reverse. Because you feel like this is going to bring up old problems. Like something about whatever this path is that because you're ending one path and you're choosing another. And you're deciding to come out of your comfort zone instead of like doing what you've always known, which is leading you to a place of comfort and confidence. And you're not in your head about it either. Like you're not like, oh well, you know, I don't know, maybe I made the wrong choice. No, you're not in that energy. And you have somebody here and this may not even be the person who's offering you something. This can be somebody who's attempting to give you some level of advice. And I would listen to this person. I'm just going to be honest with you, because they're trying to give you some advice about some level of competition or haters that you may have. And they're trying to show you how to deal with something in a more mature way. Because that Four of Cups energy can be a little bratty, okay? And those are your actions because you're like not submitting to something, which is like fine. What's the advice for this? The Justice. It's saying don't just think about yourself, think about everybody involved. And it doesn't mean that, you know, you have to protect people that are mean to you or that are terrible to you or anything about that, but it's saying like take your emotions out of a situation and think objectively, or remove your bias out of some kind of decision that you're making. I don't know why it's saying that, but that's what it's saying. Then you have take time to breathe out. So I think that might be what you need. You may be a little you may need a little bit of time for some space, or to kind of do your own thing for a little bit. Maybe go to the spa, maybe hang out in your room and read a good book or something like that. Cuz you may get pissed off this week a little bit at somebody, okay? So that's what I have for you, Leo. Thank you so much. Make it a great week. Bye for now. Thank you guys so much. I hope that you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you would like to book a personal reading or a private one-on-one session, whether text or a phone call, you can visit me at hipsy.com/Violetta Alexis. All of that information can be found in the description box below, as well as the pinned comment. Have a good one. Hey Virgo, I hope you guys are doing well. Let's go ahead and see what's going on for you for the 15th through to the 21st. 1st of February. For me, Virgos. Ooh, 7 of Swords. I heard I'm not going to let them get to me. The Knight of Swords. This is very like Sherlock Holmes vibes. Feels like you're trying to find something out or you're trying to figure something out, Virgo. And you're very ambitious about it, but it's like stealth mode activated. You know, you're very I don't know what you're trying to figure out here. Can you tell me about what we're trying to find out? What's Virgo trying to find out? Death card? If somebody died? No, kidding. I mean, maybe. Ooh, I heard that you're trying to figure out if somebody switched up on you. You guys are trying to figure out if somebody switched up on you? Okay. For some of you, let me see. Oh, yeah, see? Yeah, look. I told you. Look at the bottom of the deck. 5 of Swords and High Priestess reverse. You're trying to find out if somebody switched up on you. Because you're sensing that something has changed. And you're trying to, like, gather information. Or you're trying to, like, very much protect yourself or your information from someone. Sorry. But I also feel like you may be initiating a conversation of questioning that's going to change something. Because you feel like someone's hiding something or is jealous of you or fucking around. Yeah, look, 3 of Swords right behind that. I feel like someone's messing with you, messing with your money or messing with your something. I wasn't really expecting that. You're trying to figure out if like somebody betrayed you or if you need to end something, it kind of feels like to me. Show me the energy that's going on around Virgo. King of Pentacles reverse. Is this the person? Could be another Virgo or a Taurus, Capricorn. I also have Gemini and Scorpio here. There's somebody who I feel like is using you for some kind of personal gain. They're using you for some kind of personal gain. Look at that, 4 of Cups. They're never happy. They're always picking on you or nothing's ever good enough. Somebody in your life, it's like they're using you for status or for clout or for money, or there's some kind of advantage that they feel like they have or that they're trying to get over you. But I don't know if you're really giving in to what they want. Ooh. I have Scorpio again and with Sagittarius. This is like a fake friend or like somebody you've reconciled with that's fake. They're hiding something. What's the motive here? The Magician. That's you. The Magician is Virgo, and with respect to Gemini as well, but the Magician is Virgo. It's almost like this person wants what you have, like some kind of talent, gift, skill, or ability. Because look at the bottom of this card, right? It says you have everything you need to do whatever you want or to do anything you want. And like, that's, I don't know. I don't like this. It feels like this person is jealous and they're trying to get some kind of attention through you or something like that. It's almost like you don't want to see it. Three of Pentacles. You're like, all right, well, I'm just going to get along. Even though we're going to ignore the elephant in the room. Do. Like, that's how you're kind of responding. Because it's like you may have a project that you're still needing to do with this person, or you have some kind of collaboration or something that you're doing with them, trying to work together with them. But you feel like this person is manipulating a situation or jealous of you or something. Queen of Wands reverse. What should Virgo do in this situation? Don't ignore your intuition. The High Priestess reverse. Do not ignore your intuition. Don't like take this person's word for something. And Virgo, I don't mean to make you paranoid, but when I see something like that, it's, you know, I don't know if this person just like wants what you have, wants your talents, wants your beauty, your, I don't know, your popularity. I don't know what it is, but this person is really fucking like shady in my opinion. And I feel like you know it and you're being very stealthy about it. So I'm sorry. I know that was negative. Work through your fears. Look at the Scorpio house of your chart. That's where you need to work through your fears. Be bold and make the first move. If you're afraid of speaking out or confronting this person, I would go ahead and do it. You know, with consideration to everyone being safe in the matter, of course. But because I think you're probably right. I would not, do not ignore your intuition on this. Do not take somebody's word for something. Okay. Sorry, Virg. I love you and make it a good week. Bye for now. Thank you guys so much. I hope that you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you would like to book a personal reading or a private one-on-one session, whether text or a phone call, you can visit me at hipsy.com/Violetta Alexis. All of that information can be found in the description box below, as well as the pinned comment. Have a good one. Hello, Libra. I hope you guys are doing well. Let's go ahead and see what is going on for you between February 15th through to the 21st. I had to double check my calendar. Don't come for me. Okay. All right, let's see. Show me Libra for February 15th through to the 20th. Okay. The Lovers, damn, okay. Some of you have Gemini placements or you may be dealing with one. You're ready. I just keep hearing, I'm ready. Okay. I heard, do they see me coming? Will they see me coming? I don't know what that means. You're getting ready to do something big, I feel. The Moon, but you're a little afraid. I don't feel like you're necessarily showing it on the surface. You're kind of shoving it down like throw up that you don't want to come out. Sorry, that was grotesque. The Ace of Pentacles reverse. It's something big, but I'm getting like a sense of a fear of failure. Like you're afraid that you're going to fail with something. And I think that you've been presented with some kind of opportunity or decision that is very similar to this. Not quite the same thing, but very similar. For instance, maybe it's a new person, okay, or a new kind of relationship, or maybe you've been with this person for a while, but you know, you've had some of them that really didn't work out, and you're kind of projecting that onto the now, and there's not an actual missed opportunity per se, there's just a fear of one. The Emperor reversed and the Three of Pentacles reversed. It can be something in regards to work. You could feel like there's somebody who just has it out for you, like they are, or someone will have it out for you, like they're purposely, like for me, right? I know that every time I get into a new job or some kind of new work zone, there's always going to be a man specifically that's going to try to take me down or is offended by me in one way or another. And I feel like it's the same for you, but it's something else. I don't know if it's work. I don't know if it's work. And let's say that it's a, you know, a romantic relationship and you're like, oh God, you know, there's going to be somebody that tries to come in and they're going to try to ruin it or something like that. It's like a fear of sabotage, of someone trying to sabotage you. I know this is really specific. I'm sorry. Wow. The Lovers and the Four of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. This is pretty powerful, Libra. I mean, there's a big decision that you're making, and despite your fears, you're going to do it anyway. You're going to choose to do the thing anyway. And that may also mean that you have to let go of something else in order to acquire this or in order to choose this specifically. But you have faith and you're holding on to that. Now I get it sometimes. I get this quote sometimes, but Daenerys Targaryen, there's a moment where she very first meets Jon Snow and she's walking down the steps from her throne and she's like, it's one of my favorite monologues of all time. You know what? Hey Valeria, it's my cat. I'm gonna remember to link it so you can go watch it, okay? I'm gonna link it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna link it. It's going to be um it underneath your timestamps, okay? It's going to be underneath your timestamps so you'll be able to see. But she basically talks about having faith in herself above all else, and I feel like there's something to that. I'm afraid that I'm going to forget to do that. No, I'll remember. Anyway, Daenerys Targaryen, the actual actress is a Libra. She's a Libra on the Scorpio cusp. So let's see here. The Five of Cups. You have somebody in your life that may regret something that they've done to you. And this, for some reason, is kind of showing up this week. The Five of Wands. 2 5s equate to a 10, which a lot of the times can talk about an ending. And I think for some of you, there's something about the past meeting your present and how that's going to affect your future or your future decision making. And you're very conflicted. I think that you're very conflicted because you feel like the past is still kind of haunting you. It's almost like let's say that you have a brand new relationship and you've gotten divorced, but you live in the same house that you did with your past partner, right? And while that past partner is no longer there, there's still like those remnants or that like association, right? From the past, even though you have a brand new partner and it's a brand new relationship and all these things, but you're still in the same house with the same couch that, you fucked your ex on or like whatever. And it's just like, ugh, it kind of feels like that, which is making you feel a bit conflicted. Like, for instance, let's say that you've decided, you know what, I'm going to be sober. I'm going to be sober. I'm afraid that, maybe that's going to cause me to miss a lot of other opportunities with people, that I care about and love, but I cannot hang around this group of drunk people anymore, or, whatever it is. So something about that is changing for you. The Two of Wands reverse. There's a little bit of fear from you again. The Six of Cups. Okay. Why the Two of Wands? I see. Wow, Ten of Swords reverse. And if you can hear that automatic litter box, I'm so sorry. It's so fucking loud. I have to get a new one. So annoying. Ten of Swords reverse, Ten of Pentacles reverse. There have been a lot of failures in your life. And I think that you're at this point where you have really learned a lot, and now you're getting ready to apply those things. And you may be a little bit uncertain on how to maneuver through something, or you may be a little uncertain on which choice to make. I assure you, you're really not uncertain. That's you, Libra, Queen of Swords. You do know what you want, and you do know who you are, and all of the lessons that you have acquired. This is the time where you can let those work for you. You can use those lessons as a ladder. Believe in the impossible. There you go, Libra. Believe in the impossible. You can have it all, baby. It's just up to you. Love ya. Take care. you guys so much. I hope that you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you would like to book a personal reading or a private one-on-one session, whether text or a phone call, you can visit me at hipsy.com/Violetta Alexis. All of that information can be found in the description box below, as well as the pinned comment. Have a good one. Hey, Scorpio, I hope you guys are doing well. Let's go ahead and see what's going on for you for February 15th through to 21st. Show me Scorpio. Okay. You have the 10 of Wands reversed. Tell me more about that. Tower. You guys have been carrying a little bit too much for a little bit too long. And when the Tower comes in, it means that we've refused to change something or make some kind of decision that is for our highest good. So it's kind of being made for us. And at first, it may feel shocking. It may feel like, wait, what? It may feel like you are having an epiphany, honestly. Sometimes the Tower can just be like an epiphany that you're having about something. And it's about the weight that you've been carrying. You know, it's almost like you're questioning, why do I feel like I have to suffer for this? Or why do I have to make this so hard? Or, you know, it almost makes me think of when I talk about a lot how you can guarantee that life is already going to be hard. You just don't need to make it harder on yourself, right? So I feel like you're having a revelation around that a little bit. Tell me more about the Tower. The Hermit. Wow. This is internal. Okay. I don't think that this is happening necessarily external. That doesn't mean that external things aren't triggering it, but there's a new identity that's forming with you. And it's going to cause you to lose your old identity. It's going to cause you to lose your old life. It's going to cause you to completely deconstruct who you always knew yourself to be. The Ace of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. Scorpio, this is gorgeous energy because there's something brand new happening, and whatever this is, this is kind of a catalyst moment of insight, and it's actually inspiring you. You're ready for the journey. You're actually ready for the change, and you're not resisting it either. It's very internal, and I think that I don't even think, I know that this is going to lead you to a greater sense of independence. Because you got to think, right? It's like the 10 of Wands versus when we're overworking ourselves, like we bit off more than we can chew. Why does it have to be so hard? Like suffering doesn't have to always be a part of life, you know, or like whatever. And so the Nine of Pentacles is about enjoying what it is you've worked so hard for, or sometimes working smarter, not harder, in my opinion. And something's happening in regards to that. So you could probably find that you have some level of a revelation that's going on during this week where you're like, oh, things can actually be easier if I choose to make them easier. So I feel like it's in regards to money. Star. Tell me more about that. Oh, the Star in the world. As a reader, I know if anybody's watching this that reads tarot, knows what a fucking awesome combo this is. This is a gorgeous combo. And this is what is happening around you. This is the energy around you. Something ends up revealing itself to you, a dream, some kind of hope that you had, some kind of huge goal or accomplishment that you strive to acquire. And that world there is you knowing exactly how to complete it. I feel like there's something that is solidifying itself in your life. And it's something that has taken a long time and may take some more time in order to fully happen. I feel like this is something to do with the solar eclipse in Aquarius. I have a feeling, because that star there is Aquarius energy. At the bottom of the deck is the Four of Cups reverse and the Three of Swords. So where you've been feeling sorry for yourself, where you've had a lot of ups and downs, where you feel like you've been scratching your eyes out until they bleed, you know, it's like whatever it is with that tower, there is something or someone outside of you showing you the way, literally lighting your fucking way. Like, here it is. Let me rake it out for you. You know, let me shovel the snow away. It's right down here to the left, you know, is basically what's happening. And it's almost like a fresh drink of water after walking through a desert for a long time. The Three of Wands reverse and the Eight of Cups reverse. And you may grow impatient, but again, you have to remember that this is going to take a while to completely manifest. Like, you don't just get to the world with a hop, skip, and a jump. No, it takes things like this. You know, it takes effort. It takes change. It takes the self-awareness and the understanding of self to move through a big moment like this. And you may find yourself getting frustrated because you feel like something isn't happening enough, and you may decide, oh, well, I'm just going to go back to my old identity or the old way of doing things. Don't do that, because you're stressing out that you're not going to evolve. And guess what? Evolution, for the most part, is pretty much a choice. It's telling you not to allow your insecurities to hold you back. Hold your vision. Telling you, Scorpio, do not listen. If you read tarot and you see this, you already know. If you fuck this up, I'm going to have beef with you. Okay? Love ya. Have a great week, Scorpio. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. You guys so much. I hope that you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you would like to book a personal reading or a private one-on-one session, whether text or a phone call, you can visit me at hipsy.com/Violetta Alexis. All of that information can be found in the description box below, as well as the pinned comment. Have a good one. Hey, Sagittarius, I hope that you guys are doing well. Let's go ahead and see what is going on for you between the 15th through to the 21st of February. I had to look at my calendar. All right, let's see. Tell me what's going on. Show me Sagittarius's energy for this week. Okay. Damn, the Tower, the Ace of Wands, and the Five of Wands. You seem to be pretty motivated this week. I mean, with that Tower there, any kind of changes or chaos that is happening in your life, you seem to be saying, okay, burn it to the ground. I don't give a shit. That's really how you're kind of looking. I'm just looking at your chart here just to kind of see where that's coming from. As soon as I saw that, I was like, God damn, you know? And the Tower is Mars energy. Like, if you're a Sagittarius rising, for instance, you have Mars and Aquarius going through your third house. Maybe there's some big arguments, maybe with friends, maybe with people around your neighborhood, maybe with sibling, cousins, aunts, uncles, family members. Whoever it is, there is conflict and there is some level of drama here, but it's not really breaking you down. And if it does break you down, it seems to be motivating the shit out of you. So I'm really not that worried about it. I do want to clarify. Okay. Why is the Five of Wands here? What's that Five of Wands? The Temperance reverse. This is you. You're feeling a little off balance. So what is that Tower, so we can understand? The Star. Wow. There's something that is very inauthentic to you. It's not for you anymore. It hasn't been for you for a while. You know that. And I think that's why you're allowing it to just go. This is leading you to something far bigger than you could have ever anticipated. Okay? The Tower literally, or the Star literally comes after the Tower if you're looking at the order of the major arcana. The Tower is destruction. And it is where we have needed to change something for a long time, but our refusal to do so has caused the universe or God, whatever it is that you believe in, to come and take it away from us, or to force things upon us in such a way that change is actually forced. And it feels a little rocky at first, but there's a meaning, there's a reason behind it. So something that you've been doing for a while, it hasn't been working, it's done, and it's leading you to a higher purpose. It's leading you to a more authentic version of you. And you're not allowing it to, make you sad, or, well, I don't want to say make you sad because you may have some emotions, but you're like ready, like you're ready to go. You do feel a little destabilized, I think, after the fact. So you're a little conflicted. I think you may be kind of fighting with yourself on how to overcome or rebuild from scratch, something along those lines. And so I would be careful, because you can be feeling very, like, a little nutty this week. You might be feeling kind of all over the place, and you may be tempted to take shortcuts to get to what you want. Don't do that. It's not going to be worth it in the end, is what I want to say. Okay. So, I mean, we do have Venus squaring Lilith this week, but Venus she is exalted in Pisces. So I'm not too worried about Venus. I feel like this is like a defining dark feminine moment that is like, yeah, F that. I'm not doing that, some kind of rebellious nature. Sun is also making a square to Uranus. It's very destabilizing. It's very erratic. So let's see what is happening this week for Sagittarius for this to be kind of going on here. And Lilith is in your sign right now, so I'm not really surprised. The world reverse. Some old things are coming back up for review. What is that about? Or something that you haven't finished. Maybe this is something that you left on the shelf that you're being forced to complete. The Knight of Cups reversed and the Page of Pentacles. Five of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. I feel like you have some people at work or people around you that are working with you, collaborating with you, trying to get on the same page with you. There seems to be some competitiveness. There are people here who are very, it's almost giving me like a cliquey vibe, like somebody who's a little cliquey, but this is trying to get you to open something back up. I feel like you may have some jealous people around you. And this isn't like something new. This is something old. So, like, let's say it's friends, right? Let's say it's friends, and you've had some friends around you that were a little cliquey or a little catty or something like that. And like they play nice, but really there's kind of these ulterior motives or whatever it may be. And they're like low-key jealous of you, very passive aggressive. Like I'm kind of getting that energy, and I feel like something is forcing you to see it, and you're like, yeah, these people are not authentic to me, or something along those lines. You're looking at your other options because there's something that you're trying to learn or something that you're trying to start, maybe in regards to, maybe you're trying to start a business, maybe you're trying to start a new workout regimen, maybe you are trying to start a podcast or a YouTube channel. Like there's something that you're attempting to build, and you're thinking, what do I want to build, or how do I want to do it? But I feel like you have some competitors. You have some competitors. It says, don't let your past hold you back. So you don't have to live there anymore. You don't have to be that person anymore. You don't have to hang out with those people anymore. You don't have to always do what you've always done before. Like something can change. It's just about whether you truly want it to or not, is what it really comes down to. And there may be some old emotional upheavals kind of coming up for review at this time, because it's asking you, like, it's saying you have to close these things out from your past, whatever that is. Okay. So I love you, Sag. Make it a great week, and I will see you soon. Bye. Thank you guys so much. I hope that you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you would like to book a personal reading or a private one-on-one session, whether text or a phone call, you can visit me at hipsy.com/Violetta Alexis. All of that information can be found in the description box below, as well as the pinned comment. Have a good one. Hey Capricorn, I hope you guys are doing well. Let's go ahead and see what's going on for you between the 15th through to the 21st for February. Ooh. Ace of Wands, feeling hot, looking hot. You're ready to get something going here. You're like, oh, alas, the possibilities. You know? You're kind of in it to win it here. There's something you're very passionate. Yeah, see, look. Alas, the possibilities. Told you, look, 7 of Cups. Listen. Can't touch this, okay? Ace of Wands and 7 of Cups. I mean, you have a plethora of opportunity in front of you, and you know it. I mean, you are fantasizing. For some of you, this is a sexual fantasy. Okay, just putting that out there. You notice the Ace of Wands is a phallic shape. No, I mean, on this one, it's a candle, but... And the 7 of Cups is Venus and Scorpio, which can be very, very sexual. So, you know... For some of you, maybe it's that, but that 6 of Pentacles reverse, I feel like you're trying to figure out how to take advantage of your opportunities. Ace of Swords, Queen of Wands. There may be somebody that you're very attracted to, or if this is you, I feel like you're blossoming with ideas, you know. You're speaking your mind. You know what you want. You know who you are. I mean, it's a very sexy energy. Why is the 6 of Pentacles reversed? The 2 of Pentacles reversed. You may feel like you don't have enough time for everything. This is like somebody who has good problems. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, let's say it's love, right? Let's say it's love, and you just have all of these guys or these women who just want to talk to you, you know, and you're like, oh, geez, what do? I just don't think I have enough to give. There's not enough of me to go around. You know, it's kind of like, it's kind of that vibe. You know, and I like it. And you know, for some of you, it can just be that you do have a lot of opportunities available to you, but you may feel like you don't have enough time, or maybe you feel like you don't have the money or something like that, but you're very confident. There's maybe some kind of communication between you and a Queen of Wands kind of energy. The 4 of Swords reverse for what's going on around you, the energy around you, or the person around you. And the King of Swords. You're getting some really good advice from someone. I would listen to whoever this is, especially if it's a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius specifically. I would definitely listen to this person because I feel like this is somebody who's trying to get something off of their chest, but it's almost like something that they've been holding back or keeping to themselves for a while, and now it's like they want to kind of let you in on it. Because this person knows the truth, or this person is very intelligent, very smart. King of Pentacles, 10 of Swords. You know, maybe for some of you, you've gone through like a divorce, or no, you know what? No, it's this person. This person has gone through some kind of financial struggle or some kind of relationship struggle, business struggle, job struggle, whatever it is, and they made something of themselves. This is somebody you need to be listening to because they have very sound advice. What is the advice about? The Devil reverse. Something about addictions or letting go of toxic behaviors or fears or issues around money. Maybe you have issues balancing your checkbook or overspending. This person, listen, it can't even be like a YouTuber or something like that, you know, when you just happen to crawl across that video and you see someone, you start listening, and you're like, oh God, okay, I'm gonna let this motherfucker cook. You know, it's kind of like that. So I like this reading so far. I'm not really seeing anything too shady. You don't trust it though. Because that's how you're responding to the energies around you. You don't really trust it. Why? Too many. I heard because I don't know enough about it. Okay, that's fair. The King of Wands reverse. You may not trust someone because you feel like they're just in their ego. What's the advice for that? The Knight of Pentacles, just take it slow. Because you may not trust something, or you may be really in your head, or not in your head, really in your emotions. Like listen, I don't like to call people sensitive, okay? Because I used to date a narcissist that like he would make these very passive aggressive jokes and he'd be like, "Oh, it's just a joke. You're being so sensitive." Okay, shut the fuck up, right? So I don't want to say that, but you may be sensitized okay, to someone because you may feel like they're in their ego, or you may be in your ego. To be honest with you, it may be more of an ego thing, like, oh, how dare you come to me and you give me advice on what I already know. It's like, well, there might be some things that you don't know. So I want to say with this, like, really just take your time, because I think that there's something here. Yeah, look, Knight of Wands, King of Pentacles, whatever this is, it can help you take your passion and actually monetize it if that's something that you're interested in. Ooh, and a new romantic cycle begins. So I don't care if you've been married for 15 years, bitch. Like, you and your partner, you and your spouse, you can be having a brand, maybe you guys go on a vacation and it just like up levels your relationship. Maybe who knows, right? Maybe it's a brand new person. But I feel like it's going to be really beautiful, and I think it's going to be a good time for this week. So I hope you guys make it a good one. I almost said Cancer. Capricorn, maybe you guys are dealing with a Cancer. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now. Thank you guys so much. I hope that you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you would like to book a personal reading or a private one-on-one session, whether text or a phone call, you can visit me at hipsy.com/Violetta Alexis. All of that information can be found in the description box below, as well as the pinned comment. Have a good one. Hey Aquarius, I hope you guys are doing well. Let's go ahead and see what's going on for you for the week of the 15th through to the 21st. We have the Four of Wands reversed and the Eight of Wands. You seem to be a little bit hesitant in regards to something that you're wanting to move forward. Maybe you are trying to build a website. Maybe there's a conversation that you feel like you need to have about moving or buying a home or something in regards to your family. But you're hesitant because there's some kind of insecurity that you're having in regards to whatever this is that you're trying to move forward or communicate. And I am going to clarify that in a minute. The King of Cups, I think you want things to go over very smoothly, and you're trying to figure out the best and most mature way to approach something. Okay. This may be over a love matter for some of you. The King of Wands reversed and the Lovers reversed. It's almost like you're, I don't want to say you're afraid, but you're a little conscientious of stepping on somebody's toes that you feel like has a pretty big ego, because you and somebody aren't really aligned about something, and you're just like, you know what, let's just move forward. Let's just move on. You're trying to push things forward in a way. And like, I think that you're keeping a lot of your feelings to yourself. And I think that you're allowing somebody to, it feels like you're allowing somebody to express something to you. And you're kind of just not holding it in a way that's unhealthy, but remaining stoic and the mature one. And I think it's because you feel like you need to be in this moment. Why is the Four of Wands reversed? Yeah, see, the Two of Cups reversed. There's some kind of disharmony between you and somebody else, a kind of a misunderstanding. It can also be that some kind of party is delayed, or some kind of plan is being delayed due to some kind of miscommunication or misinformation or a misunderstanding. I believe that Mercury is in shadow. I can't remember when it turns retrograde, forget me, but it's in shadow starting on the 11th of February. So things can be a little kind of up in the air with things. Plans are a little wonky. Okay. You could feel like there's somebody here who's not trying to come together with you because there's some kind of mistrust, distrust, or again, some level of miscommunication between you and another person. What are we trying to move forward here? Or tell me what that Eight of Wands is. The Queen. I feel like somebody might be a little jealous or upset with you for some reason. Usually the Queen of Wands reverse is somebody who doesn't feel very secure within themselves. They're very upset. They want to lash out at people. Sometimes they can project their insecurities onto others, So like, for instance, if this person saw you standing next to a woman or a man at the coffee shop, and they walk past the window and they assume that you were with that person, or maybe you actually were. I mean, I don't know the situation, but you seem to be kind of holding it together. Yeah, Ten of Cups reverse. Somebody doesn't seem very happy with you, Aquarius. It's like somebody who feels, and it can be family, it can be a relationship, but it's somebody who feels like, you know what, no matter what I do, this just doesn't work. No matter what I do, this just doesn't work. Oh, my mom is like texting me like crazy. Sorry. I hope you didn't hear that. And there's someone here who is very like discontent with you. Why? Could be some kind of family drama, the moon, because of their own fears, if I'm going to be honest. It doesn't mean that their fears aren't valid, but sometimes the moon shows up when we are projecting past experiences onto the present or future potentials. So for instance, maybe you did something to this person. Shit, I don't know. Maybe you called them a name once and they just, you know, were always having a hard time kind of overcoming that or totally forgiving you. And they're like, oh, you're just going to do it again. Or, and like, obviously we shouldn't be calling people names, right? But you see what I'm saying? And I'm not even saying that that's necessarily what it is. It can be about a mother figure in your life or family. The moon can certainly represent a mother figure. And then you have the Four of Wands reverse, family issues. Ten of Cups reverse can also be family issues. So it's, you know, these are general readings. You're going to have to apply it as you see fit. Okay. Oh, the King of Wands reverse. Queen of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, it might be something around a mother figure and what she wants is what I'm getting. So let me put it like this, right? I don't know who I don't know if you're a masculine or a feminine. Let me put it like this. The masculine is really up in arms and kind of in their ego. Some masculine. I don't know. I don't feel like it's you, though. It feels like other people around you. I mean, look at all these court cards and this Empress here, right? It's like that can represent people, but well, who are you showing up as? The King of Cups. And then you also have this Queen of Wands reverse. It feels like you got a lot of people unhappy with you, or you know, I don't know if it's just there's like it almost feels like there's a family get together that's being stalled or delayed, and then maybe finally it comes together or whatever, but people are projecting their insecurities onto you. Maybe you're like the man in the middle. It just seems like a lot of chaos and insecurities and stubbornness and egos kind of meshing. What's the advice? Fuck. The four, just try to hold back. Keep your space. You know what I'm saying? Keep your space. Try not to allow yourself to get in. Yeah, see? I pulled one more just in case. The Four of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands. Protect your peace, babes. You know what I mean? Like protect your peace, because I think it's going to get a little bit chaotic this week. And I don't think that you really want to be involved in it. Your co-ruler is in a brand new sign. Pretty soon, I think it's in April, that your co-ruler Uranus is going to be in a new sign. And so there's a lot of new and fresh energy for you anyway. And with Saturn conjunct Neptune this week, you can really feel like you're needing to put up some boundaries with people. And sometimes that may mean that you're going to have to let some people go, or you're going to have to just be like, brush things off. Like it doesn't really matter. And because I think it's more about self-preservation than it is fighting everybody else's battles. The end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. So what I would do is I would take a look at your Capricorn whole sign house in your natal chart. By doing that, you obviously look up your natal chart and you see, where do I have Capricorn in my chart? And then that may tell you where the end of a tough cycle is actually approaching. So, you know, maybe if you have had, maybe you're in Aquarius rising, okay, and you have Capricorn in your 12th house. Maybe you've had some issues with some enemies. Maybe you've had some issues with some self-sabotaging behaviors or some fears. Whatever it is, that's getting ready to kind of clean out or clean up on aisle 5. You know what I'm saying? So look forward to it. So that's what I have for you, Aquarius. Thank you so much, and make it a good one. Bye for now. Thank you guys so much. I hope that you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you would like to book a personal reading or a private one-on-one session, whether text or a phone call, you can visit me at hipsy.com/Violetta Alexis. All of that information can be found in the description box below, as well as the pinned comment. Have a good one. Hey Pisces, I hope you guys are doing well. I'm sure that you're feeling awesome now that Venus is in your sign. So let's go ahead and see what the universe has planned for you from the 15th of February through to the 1st. The Sun reversed. I heard I want to be happy. I mean, I really think that you're trying to remain optimistic, no matter what, for the most part. Don't doubt yourself as a leader. Like, don't doubt yourselves as a leader, because I feel like there is something about that, like you doubting. There's something about you doubting your own leadership or doubting your own authority. Five of Pentacles reverse. I mean, I think that regardless of whatever is going on in your life, you seem to be remaining pretty optimistic. I think that's for some of you, you may be paying off some kind of debt, or you're trying to remain optimistic that you can. There's something that you're coming out of that has felt maybe very isolating or cold or fucking sad, just to be honest with you. The Eight of Swords. You're still in your head about it though, you know? Like it feels like you're stuck between, I don't want to say you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, but it's almost like you're in this kind of purgatory a little bit, where you're right on the brink of discovery and happiness and understanding, but you're also still thinking about what you don't know or what you don't understand or what isn't really working out. So there's a choice that you're needing to make. The Seven of Wands reversed and the King of Cups reversed. I think that you may feel like you have somebody who's quite passive aggressive, or blowing smoke up your ass a little bit, telling you maybe what it is that you want to hear, just for you to break down your barriers and your boundaries. That's kind of what I'm getting. What's the choice with that Eight of Swords? Ten of Cups reverse. Whether or not a relationship, family or otherwise, is really going to work out, because it feels very fucking draining. Like, I'm just going to be honest with you, Pisces. It feels very draining. And you're like, oh God, I don't know what to do. Yeah, you do. You absolutely the fuck do. I love you, but you do know. There's absolutely no doubt about it. I just think that, let's say that it is a romantic relationship, right? And you and this person have just been at each other's throats for the longest time. And you're like, oh God, is this ever going to work out? But it's been like 6 years. It's not working out. You know what I'm saying? But you may feel like the devil that you know is better than the devil that you don't. And I really think you might be wrong. You know, you may feel like holding on to something is easier than letting go. I'll be 40 this year. I'm here to tell you. It's not. It's fucking not, honey. Okay, let's see. The Page of Wands reverse. Now, this is what's coming towards you, or what's external from you, what you're being met with. For some of you, you just got a bratty kid on your hands with the Page of Wands reverse. For others of you, you have a little bit of a mischievous little shit, that's maybe, let's see. Mm. I think you have somebody here who should be making something right, but instead they're trying to make your life a living hell, and maybe that's dramatic. But the Page of Wands reverse is a little shit. And, the Page of Wands reverse is somebody who's going to manipulate the situation, try to, make passive aggressive remarks, whatever. And they're not worried about anybody but themselves, especially in contact with the Justice reverse. It's like somebody who is very biased in their thinking. And I just don't feel like this might be this King of Cups reverse person, because he's showing up again, or this person is showing up again. What's this person's intention with Pisces? The Queen of Pentacles. They either want your money, or they want your commitment, or something in regards to business, working together. But I feel like this person is very selfish. Ma'am, is there anything that I can help you with? Is there a reason that you're standing on my vanity? Okay, thank you. My cat. I think I need to feed her, and she's annoyed with me. I'm coming. Jack's like, she's rail thin, honey. That girl's been packing it on like she owns a Dairy Queen, please. And we love it. Okay. see. The Strength reverse. Don't let this person, don't do it. Don't, Pisces. Your ruler is literally Jupiter in the sign of its exaltation right now. You got Venus in your sign, baby. If there is any time to shine, this would be the time. This would absolutely be the time, you know? And then, of course, you're going to have the sun there on top of it pretty soon. And you got the North Node there. You got Mercury there. You know, it's time to get shit done. It's time to get busy. It's time to stop letting other people project their shit onto you. I know. I know. I know. I'm sorry. You guys can hear her meow. Can you give me just a second? Can I finish the Pisces reading? She's a Scorpio rising and a Leo sun. The Cozy Witch, good. So to me, this is you being like, you know what? I want to break free of my chains. I want to break free of my chains. I want to do something new. I want to learn something new. I want to go out there and I want to live my life. And even though maybe, yeah, I've been broken down a little bit, somebody made me feel, see, I told you there's something about you doubting yourself. I told you. I already said that at the beginning of the reading with that sun reverse, and then the Strength reverse came here. The Strength and the sun is both Leo energy. And now you got my Leo cat over here coming around and making a lot of noise. I feel like you need to make some noise. I feel like you need to be very adamant about what you want, crawling over vanities and meowing at the camera and shit. You know, there she goes. Hi, baby. Did you want to come up here and say hi to Pisces? Oh, look at the baby. Look at this beautiful baby. Look at her. Isn't she so cute? She is so cute. What is the Fool? The Eight of Wands. Yeah, you're ready. Baby, are you going on a trip, honey? Are you going on a trip? Are you learning something? It's a brand new beginning. It's coming in fast. You're like, yeah, fuck that. I don't want that. I'm done with that. I feel like this, by the time you're done with this trip or this educational path or whatever it is that you're doing, I think it's going to be a brand new you. That's my opinion. I think you are literally unshackling yourself from someone or something that has kept you stuck and drained and tired for a long time. Almost like, you ever see those vampire shows where it's like the human being is basically like a blood bank for the vampire, and it's just like his human or her human to like feed off of all the time? That's what I feel like you've been going through. You have you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. So I would check your the Cancer house of your natal chart to see, because I feel like that's where you may be having a new beginning of some sort. So for instance, if you're a Pisces rising, you may be having a new moon, not a new moon, a new beginning happening in your 5th house. So maybe you're having a baby, maybe there's a new thing going on in your child's life, you know. Maybe there's some kind of new business or creative endeavor, or maybe you're going to start dating. Whatever it is, it's trying to give you some reassurance that you and your loved ones are fine and everything's going to be okay at the end of the day. Okay. So thanks a lot, Pisces. Take it easy and make it a good one. Bye for now. Thank you guys so much. I hope that you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you would like to book a personal reading or a private one-on-one session, whether text or a phone call, you can visit me at hipsy.com/Violetta Alexis. All of that information can be found in the description box below, as well as the pinned comment. Have a good one.